Hello and welcome everybody back to the dumbass class with me, the Dyslexic Gamer, as we carry on our playthrough of Atom RPG. Where in the last episode we had done some things. We had found out that Shishka, whatever his name is, he's gone now. The one at Dan's factory may have been working with these guys, so let's go and have a word with them, shall we? A tall, thin man blocks your path. The strange, cheap-looking goat statue behind him overlays with his silhouette, as if the man actually has goat horns. I don't think that's how you spell silhouette, but never mind. Never mind. I already asked you not to go in this direction. Nothing personal, but you are not welcome in our community. Oh, are you sure about that? Well, let me just have a quick look. Tell me, what name do you use to call upon the Dark Lord, the father of lies and madness? Navapor. The man lifts his brow. I was wrong about you. With the manner of speech, you will fit right in to our community. Walk right in. You can even try to change their minds about the Hesperus star whilst you're there. Maybe a bit later. So what's the problem? With a pout, the man waves his hand dismissively. The question is religious. For them. For me, it is organizational. To be honest, I lack magical thinking and believe us to be nothing more than a community of like-minded amoral beings. Anyway, at first it was the belief in the dark goat that united us. The dark goat is believed to be the true ruler of forest, fertility, farmland, and forsaken buildings. And you know, hard drinking, and having tons of sex. Well, the man lowers his gaze. But see, when we were looking for sacrificial lambs and whatnot, I met an old college pal, Rapia Goslin. Back in the day, this guy would do anything for the amusing dark goat. But the time we met, he started yammering about some Hesperus star, like it was the answer and shit. It was all the answers and shit. That made me think, the Hesperus star is a new thing, a cool shiny object in the sky, and everyone knows it exists, which cannot be said about the dark goat, whose unholy spirit only dwells in sewers and dark woods. So basically I decided to retcon the Hesperus star into the dark goat religion. I even made up a theory that the star is actually our dark goat spirit's daughter, is actually our dark goat's space daughter, birthed by the unholy union. How cool is that? Don't answer. But when I introduced these changes to the guys, they started smirking and rebelling against my dark will. Quite confirming to the Newest occult fade, they said. I'll quit conforming to the newest occult fade, they said. This is a silly idea, they said. The Hesperus star is a natural phenomena, not a religious one, they said. Baseless hatred of new things. It is what it is. Maybe you could talk some sense into them. I will try, but let's change the topic. That's it for now. Interesting. Interesting. What can I steal in here? There is a goat. Let's save it before taking too much. Goat has meat. Interesting. There is a statue. There is possibly a book. We take it. Nope. That would be considered stealing. Okay, well. Then. Oh, it's just biscuits. It's. And what is this? Alarm clock. Don't really care about that. That's got to be meat. That might be something. Oh, a hank of cheese. Hank of cheese, eh? Okay, well, let's... Oh, there's a chest behind him. Well, people here may have to die. Let's... The statue's made out of gypsum or drywall, but painted to resemble quality stone. Use. Look. An old goat statue. Feel as if I could do something here. I don't know what. Interesting. Come here, you. Speak to me. Walk away from me. Come back here. Ah, yes, I can see yes. See why you believe the goat exists. A short, shifty-looking man stops you as you near him and looks at you carefully. When you nod to him, he does not reply. Instead, he reaches into his pocket and takes out a smoking pig's ear. He then bites into the salted treat. Oh, a smoked pig's ear. Don't you give those things to dog? What do you mean, salty treat? Now, I've eaten some weird things in my life, but a smoked pig's ear? Let me know in the comments if you've ever tried one, and if they're any good. I'm not going to eat the ones I give to my dogs. No. Hey, hello there. It's an ear of my mortal enemy. You see, the dark goat tells us that killing and eating our enemies makes us stronger and more agile. Ava slave? Lava? Slav? Looks like a pig's ear, friend. What did a piggy do to become your mortal enemy? If I need the strength of my enemies, I usually eat his still beating heart. Ooh. If I need the strength of my enemies, I usually eat their still beating hearts. You start to spin a completely made up, gory, disgusting, yet highly realistic tale, which you murder and cannibalize some guy you're basing on your real life atom comrade called Taurus? The cultists become very pale. Oh, hold up. You actually slaughtered this Taurus with his own, strangled him with his own guts as you ate his heart? Don't vomit just yet. I've got questions. I don't trust you, and that's a really soft, family-friendly way of putting it. What's your beef? What's your beef with the cult leader? I'm sorry, I like that. He's meant to be a cultist and he's trying to be big it up by eating a pig's ear. It's like, I'll tell you a lie, motherfucker. I'll make you regret your decision. What's the beef with the cult leader? You know, when I was younger, I even had a fan theory about the origins of our leader. Anton Lucian. I thought he was the descendant of an old king of Lemia, but nowadays I don't find him cool anymore. He disappoints me, just like Victor Gavon did with his last album. What's wrong with his last album? My helpers, Postry and Nancy, really enjoyed it. They are probably simple and conformists, as well as members of the proletariat. Why not? I have no idea what that... What? Huh? How many cool tattoos do they have? None, thank God. Why would they? They've never been to prison. Ooh. Gotcha. Nothing is forever in this fleeting world. True, and now he started making stuff up, too. Like he imagined that the red dot you can see in the sky at night, the so-called Hesperus star, is actually the dark goat's heavenly daughter. I told him loud and clear that I found it silly, and that I would never bother with the new ritual he made up. It's one thing to believe in an unholy forest spirit, the dark goat. He even has a cool statue made with a nice giant goat head. Giant granite type stone. Some stargazing is... Oh, but stargazing is moronic and beyond stupidity. But why do you ask? You want to change my mind or something? Fear the Hell Star. Dark Goat will have his hooves broken without his heavenly daughter. You start screaming words of weird prophecy whilst clapping and dancing. This seems like the cultist is mesmerized by your madness. Wow. Wow. So liking the red star makes him high or something? Sorry, dude. I never knew. Actually, I thought Antoine just made this stuff up to attract girls, but now I see. There is truly some dark power hidden power behind the Hispanic star. Hail Hesperos. Poof. You will. Poof. His will is undone. Kyo. Poof. His will is undone. Why not? I like this possessed. This possessed thing was such a burden, and now I feel unburdened by it. That in a certain program. You will have to let me know how a demon voice is coming off, if you like it or not, or if it just sounds weird. Come here. Don't run away from the demon lord. Hang on, I do need to wet my whistle. I didn't think I was going to get so much use out of the demon. So I started the episode off and I thought this is the perfect time to use my voice modulator. So I restarted it, but I didn't think they would all, like, there would be so many. I hope they all give me one. Before you stands a young woman. She looks very different from the other cultists you've seen in this dark place. She wears clean clothes. She seems energetic. Yeah, I think that's meant to be energetic. She seems energetic. Her eyes almost glow with playful excitement and youth. When she spots you, she greets you with a lovely smile. Oh no. Hey, welcome to our coven? Coven. My name is Myra. She suddenly stops talking and tries to make her face look strict and moody. It's hard to hide a genuine smile, though. She starts talking again, this time in a fake deep voice. What I meant was terrible, mortal. No, I'm not going to do it for her. For I am Mammon, the loyal follower of the Dark Goat, and a constant seeker of dark wisdom. After barely finishing this phrase, the girl starts laughing. Creepy stuff. Can you answer some questions? You don't look like the others around here. Why is that? Hey, I'm here to talk to you about the Hesperos Star and the Dark Goat. Oh, wait a second. You don't look like the others. I know I don't look like the rest. We're a very diverse bunch, actually. It's all because the Dark Goat teaches us that the main virtue of men are absolute individualism and an inability to conform to norms and borders, I think, created by society. The woman pouts as if she's thinking about something really hard. Well, that's how our leader Antoine describes the goat's teachings anyway. The actual ancient texts about the Dark Goat are old and obscure, and you can only find them in ancient scrolls and stuff. Keep listening silently and nod. If you want to know more, search for some old books, or better yet, have a chat with Antoine, our leader. The woman smiles happily. Hey, I'm here to talk to you about the Hesperos Star and the Dark Goat. Ah, about that fact, they just relate that fact are related or something. Yeah, I love this idea from the get-go. The goat rules the earth whilst his daughter, the Hesperos Star, rules the sky. It's really poetic. I don't know why the others took this idea so badly. That was pretty easy. I'm going to go and tell Antoine the good news. Oh no! 1, 2... No, there's someone over here. 1... Hang on, did we... Wait... Did we speak to someone with a hat? Are they moving around that much? No. So yeah, we've done 3 and there's 4 of them. The woman sitting in the chair lifts her unhappy face from her chest and says, dissolve and convolute. Dunno. Dark Goat. Suddenly she closes her mouth and looks at you carefully. Seems like at first she thought you were one of the cultists. When she sees the error of her ways, she starts talking more quietly. Stop. You're not one of the crazies, are you? What a relief. I'm here to ask some questions. You'll go ahead. What's your name? It's no secret, my name is Arena? The cult leader asked me to change it to something more suitable, like Namana. Some other names I don't like, but those names are stupid. Much worse than my name. He probably agreed with me because he soon stopped pestering me about it. Okay, how did you get into the cult? Actually, I'm here by accident. I went to Constantinople for a bit to go further to Conrad, but the gate guard asked me for so much money, a whole 1,000 rubles, just to get into the place. I paid because I thought I will quickly get the money back by working in the city. I was wrong. Staying in the hotel was too much for me. 50 rubles a night is no joke after all. But when I almost gave up, I met Anton. You know the cult leader? He told me about his community. Told me that he'd let those who believe in the Dark Goat stay for pittance. Long ago, my granny used to tell me stories about the Dark Forest God, so I easily made Antoine think I was one of them, one of his kind. So now I live here, stuck in this hole. I pay for stay in truly... Oh, the pay to stay is truly low, but it costs me all I earn by washing clothes and sewing stuff for people. And you know, that's the scariest part. I don't even think I want to leave anymore. I kind of have it all what I want here. As the woman finishes her... or whatever the fuck. Her eyes close on something suddenly. The dank wall of the dungeon. She shrugs and smiles weakly. Her next words come out as shy. Here I am running my mouth for minutes, teehee. No, this really is just part-time for me. When I get enough money, I'll leave. I will. Who in their right mind would spend their entire eternity in a cave? Fair enough. I don't really. I'm here to talk about the problems you have in your ranks. Oh, you want to talk about the Hesperus Star and the Dark Goat or some bullshit like that? Yeah, that's what I want to talk to you about. Woman shrugs her shoulders and yawns. Well, you can tell I'm completely okay with accepting the Hesperus Star because I don't care either way. Well, that was easy. Huh. I guess that's why it updated, because there's no point me talking to her. A little bit sad. I have some questions for you. What's the story of the goat statue? What could be its story? Well, it's a statue of our god, made of natural rock, sitting on a terrible column of dark goat overseer his followers. The dark goat oversees his followers, judging their good deeds harshly and rewarding their sins. Okay. Need to go. Hang on a minute. Maybe I didn't speak to the guy with the hat. Hang on. Quick save. I didn't. When he notices you, the young man, carefully smells the air, and hisses like a cat, baring his filed down yellowed teeth. Oh, filed down teeth just make my skin crawl. Ugh. Especially when you can't, fair enough if you have all the nerves taken out of your teeth. That's one thing, like root canal, get rid of, okay, fair enough. But, he then straightens back straightens out his back, takes his hands out of his pockets and starts talking in a completely normal, sane voice. In case you're wondering, I react like that to the goodness I react like that to the goodness that still lingers in your heart. My bestial senses can't stand goodness. It pisses me off. Actually, there is no place for darkness in my heart. But maybe we can still chat. Good stuff, bud. Cool stuff, bud. Can we talk? Sniff me again, for my soul is... Sniff me... Sniff me again, for my soul is as dark as the hands of coal miners. The man's eyes fill with rage. Hey, I didn't lick badger fat off an altar in the woods to later hear some cub calling my bestial senses into question. Oh, how low Lostris hath fallen. First he becomes a heretic, then he invites some sort of cultist skeptic into our community. Tell me what you know, or leave me be. What makes him a heretic in your eyes? The thin man fixes his oily hair and rolls his eyes. Where do I even begin? Our communion that was always dedicated to the dark goat, who's, by the way, one of the cosmic gods of old, should now also worship some silly Hesperus star, according to this vile man. I won't bless this thing during the sacrificial orgy. He says it's the heavenly daughter of the dark goat, but is it really? How can earth gods birth heavenly objects, especially with the help of the unholy spirit? Damn it! It doesn't. It doesn't. So I could go with intelligence. Well, seeing how your belief system is a parody of Christianity, and Christianity has the concept of the Holy Trinity, it's logical you to have the Holy Trinity. Call upon your inner demon to persuade the man. Hang on. Your concentration of the weird feeling that never really left you after meeting with the terrible old man who was rambling about all sorts of nonsense in the company of his pig near Ostanch-Domeny. But instead of the usual crazy talk, a strange prophecy comes out of your mouth, which then freezes in a malicious smirk. I think I know what the word is, but I can't say it after reading it. Though the cold depths of space... Oh, is this something that... Oh dear. This is a bit longer then. Though the cold depths of space and the red death is flying your way, you can't see it. Blind. It will punch through the blue skies. It will envelop the blue oceans. Red. It will rend the planet asunder, along with your pathetic, dying goat god. Then you will scream, I believe, as fire consumes you. Nobody will hear. Dust has no mouth. Ash has no faith. You scream at the man, whilst he peers at you with wide, fearful eyes, sometimes some things telling you that after witnessing such a performance, he will surely rethink his values. I truly hope this is coming out good. Hail. Hail Hesperus. Now you know the weird power of Hesperus. Never forget it. Bye. We are possessed. Ghostbusters, help! Can you help us with a possession? As long as they don't cross the lines, they should be able to. And no, I'm not even going to mention the travesty of the last Ghostbusters. It does not exist. Much like the Age of Sigmar does not exist, the old world lives on. We have none of that here in the dumbass class. About your feud with your cult. The man smirked. Your smirking new pal winks at you and slaps you on the shoulders. Yes. Yeah. I noticed my flock finally switched to the new way of thinking. You have a silver tongue, it seems. Oh, a noble one. I even got scared you'll steal my flock from me. But seriously now, here's your reward. You earned it. The cult leader hands you 100 ruples, a can of condensed milk, a condom, and 3 fat joints. A good kit for any situation. Thank you. How about we talk about something else? Was that it? Was that it, really? I thought that... I am saddened. I am saddened by this situation. I thought people would fear me like a god. I would be the new Satanus. Satanus. Can I partake? Let me partake. Ah. So, anyway, that is where I'm going to end this this episode. I certainly hope you've enjoyed it. And yes, I'm looking forward to the next episode to come. I'm actually going to do something kind of scummy, which I don't normally do on these playthroughs. I'm going to look and see what Google has to say about the statue, just in case. Just in case. So if I'm still here in the next episode, then something can be done. If not, then we went somewhere else. So hopefully you'll tune in for the next episode and find out what happens in said episode. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care, everyone, and as always, bye-bye for now.